all that comes out of his mouth is, "He is so big."
These are the most memorable hunts from the Where to Hunt podcast.
So, I think my most memorable hunt is actually a deer that I didn't shoot, and it's a deer that my really good friend Tyler shot. I had just moved out to North Dakota, so it would have been 2015. At that point, when I moved out there, and I had moved out there for college, I thought I'd be coming back home to where I am in Minnesota to hunt all the time. And at that point, I didn't realize North Dakota was as good as it is. And so I had still gone out and put up some trail cameras with, me and my buddy Tyler, and school started and everything, and we got into October, and I didn't check them, and went to check this one camera, and I brought my computer out with me, and I insert the SD card, and it's on this little piece of, I don't even know how big it is. It's not big. This little woodlot in kind of the middle of nowhere, and I throw in the SD card, and the first buck on it is a booner, and I was like, holy smokes! I about dropped to the ground. I mean, I was shaking. At that point, it was the biggest deer I'd ever had camera photos of. I called Tyler, and, freaking out. And so then I walked a mile back to my car and was like, all right, I'm going to hunt. Walked another mile back to the public, set up my stand and hunted. And that night, I passed on probably 140-inch 10-pointer. I just had fresh in my mind, a ton of photos of this giant, and I was like, well, I'm going to shoot him. Didn't see him, and then a few days goes by, and we get just the perfect weather. I mean, it was October, and it was chilly, probably in the 40s with a slight rain. The only problem was me and Tyler both had class that day till pretty late, and I was all gung-ho on skipping class, and I skipped a lot of class in my time to hunt, and Tyler, he's an engineer, he's a little smarter than me. He's like, no, I can't skip. And I was like, dude, this is your one chance to shoot a booner. You're going to really go to class? And he ended up going, all right, good idea, skip class. So we skipped class. We go out to this stand, or this property, set up another stand so we both can be hunting, and we're probably 500 yards from each other. Tyler's in his ladder stand. I'm in a stand that I had hung the first time I hunted it, about 500 yards up this tree row. And here we go, it's time to hunt. And the night goes on, and I didn't see a single deer. I text Tyler probably half hour, right at sunset. You see anything? And he goes, yeah, like 3 small bucks and 8 does. And I was like, holy smokes, and I didn't see any deer, and we're just 200 yards apart. Get to the point where it's the last light, nothing. I go lower my bow down, go to climb out of the stand, and my phone starts ringing. And I was like, no way. Why would he be calling me right now? And I see it's him, I answer my phone. Tyler, can't even get a word out. And I was like, dude, what's up? He's like, just nothing. And I was like, did you shoot him? And all that comes out of his mouth is, he is so big. I was like, so did you get him? And he's like, I don't know. And I was like, all right, well, I'll meet you at the certain point where I got down and I met him. And in the middle of this field, in the dark at this point, he can hardly talk. And he just kept saying how big he was. I'm like, well, how big? He sticks his arms out as far as he can go. He's like, I don't know. He was like this. And we're going to go back to the truck. We'll head into town, go grab some food, and head back out at 9 at night. Walk down there, get to the point of impact, and there's just blood everywhere. And I was like, dude. And the deer ran 60 yards, and we walked up on him, and it was to this point, the biggest deer I've seen in my life in person. And just that whole time being with him, and it actually was his first buck with a bow, and just seeing his reaction. He wasn't able to eat any food, and I'm just thinking to myself, being in that situation and be able to watch him, it was awesome.
These are the most memorable hunts from the Where to Hunt podcast.